Welcome to another episode of Exxeella Education Podcast. Today we are delighted to be joined by Mr. Lalit, an accomplished business leader and international education expert from University of Wales, Trinity St. David's, one of the UK's leading universities renowned for industrial focused education and expert student support. In this episode, we'll explore why UK continues to be preferred destination for international students and career opportunities to students' life and future prospects. Let's get started. Hello Lalit ji.
Hi Akila, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Please tell. First of all, I'll thank Exxeella Group
Yes, sir.
for having me here and talking about UWTSD, the product. So I have been into this industry from quite a long. UWTSD have been a university that is very close to my heart because we'll also discuss in detail about all the points about UWTSD, but because it is helping Indian students in a great way, and we'll
Okay.
discuss in the interview. And again, thank you to Exxeella team.
Thank you so much for coming down here, sir.
Okay.
It is really great. And sir, how do you think and specify that UWTSD is one such university that international students has to opt for rather than other UK universities?
Okay. For UWTSD, if you see, it is a university that is one of the oldest university based out of UK. Its history goes down to somewhere 1800s. So coming and having that long legacy of continuously evolving education system is one of the factors to look at. Also, if I talk about UWTSD, if you see any ranking, it has been ranked in top 100 by various ranking university. Leave the rankings apart. There is a teaching excellence framework which is governed by UK government. It has been awarded continuously as a gold standard for it. So if you see how UWTSD is impacting the education system, not only in India, across the globe, is its legacy, what it carries, its student focus approach, industry focus approach, career building skill sets. That's the reason for choosing UWTSD over the other UK universities. Also, the affordability part. Currently, you see the fee structure of all the UK university. I have seen on my personal side, an increase in their fee structure. So, if I talk about 5 years back, 2022, 6 years back, 2022, 2020, 2020 and 21, the fee structure used to be somewhere close to 8,000, 9,000 pounds. We have seen an increase from that to 20,000 pounds, 25,000 pounds. We at UWTSD still believe that that Indian and South Asian students should afford the global education system. So that's why we are one of the most affordable universities still, with fee structure at just 14,500 pounds and multiple campuses. So the one more added benefit is we have London, Birmingham, Swansea, Cardiff and Wales. Any location student want, we have not restricted student to a specific location, so student can opt for the other reason to choose for UWTSD.
Yeah. So listening to your words, it is like clearly showing that UWTSD has a global vision for every student out of the world. So coming to that, I just wanted to ask, so what is UWTSD's long-term vision for the international students, especially from Indian part?
Okay, so to answer this question, as we are also aware of that education system is seeing the change, not only in India, across the globe. Specifically in India, we have seen lot of uh, Gen Z millennium generation which want the university not only to be theoretical based learning, they want that university should focus towards practical based, skills based, as well as towards building a course which is industry ready and industry relevant. So that's the reason what I feel. So the long vision is to build a market, or to build a ecosystem for Indian students, because Indian students are a dynamic students, and Indian itself as a market is a dynamic market which need quick response, support system from the time of the application till the time student finishes the course. So we at UWTSD have built it and also trying to improve on it, as well as integrated it into the system, that from the time student apply with us until the time he reaches the campus and the time he finishes his course, we are there with the student holding hands. That's why if you see, we have been ranked at number 2 in student satisfaction in UK. So that's the long term vision, to help Indian students with quality education at affordable prices, uh, and making sure the students coming from India is career ready, industry ready. So this is the vision what UWTSD carries with it.
So, talking about students of this age, like Gen Zs and millennials and all. So, how does UWTSD balance between the academic excellence and the career readiness?
Okay, so UWTSD, whenever a student reaches the campus, the program is built in such a way that it is integrated with the industrial visits, uh, lectures delivered by industrial experts. Also, we have lot of clubs which are based out of UWTSD, where student, whatever they are learning, like an entrepreneurial club, they can implement it there. We have a marketing club where they can go and implement the skill sets, whatever they are learning. We have sports club where student learn how to build and work with teams. So like that, we also keep in mind that only teaching student in classroom is not going to lead them to industry standards. So we are trying to inculcate in their course with the skill based learning, as well as what you say skill based learning, also with the focus towards not only just getting passed through the course, but also making sure they're delivering it back to the society by by improving their knowledge bases. And whenever they reach the real world with jobs and all, making sure that they also contribute towards the environment and all the other things. So that's the thing which I feel is UWTSD doing in this case
Mm-hmm.
scenario.
Okay. And why do you think India is the strategic market for the UWTSD?
Why I feel India? Because you see, India right now, the statistics says, has the biggest youth population, which is looking out for the quality education. And UWTSD, not only me, across the UWTSD, whosoever is either working or supporting or teachers or faculty, feels that Indian student Indian students are one of the brightest minds available.
Mm-hmm.
Not only for UK, if you see the global diaspora,
Mm-hmm.
wherever Indians are, they are leading their way out and making sure that they are shining in each and every domain, let it be engineering, law, health courses, nursing courses. So that's why UWTSD feels that India is one of the most important market for them. That's the reason. I'll add on to it. I feel so we'll come to that question later. That's why we are promoting waivers on English test on the basis of medium of instruction. Now, to the public whosoever listening, medium of instruction is uh, if you are taught by any XYZ university,
Mm-hmm.
let's say Andhra Pradesh University, and if you present a medium of instruction that you have been taught in English, then you are waived off for with your English test. So this is how like this much importance UWTSD is giving to the Indian market.
Mm-hmm.
And also we feel so, the second point to add to this is that UWTSD believes that especially Indian students have the skill sets. They are already born, because we feel that in like not only UWTSD, across the globe and in India, that we have a fighting spirit. We are one of the sharpest brains. So that's the reason UWTSD is inclined more strategically into not only just building, teaching the courses, making the students, whenever Indian students especially reaches, they make sure there is a pickup available for them. They make sure that there is an orientation which aligns them with the course they are going to teach. They have a career cell specifically dedicated for Indian, not only Indian student, other student as well. But because I am promoting India as a market, so I'm talking about them specifically. We have a career cell ready for them. We have a cell which is specifically aligned to create their CVs, doing networking and all those things. So this is how Indian market is valued in terms of UWTSD. So this is what I want to answer for this.
Yeah. So we've already earlier discussed about why we have to choose UWTSD over all the UK universities. So I also wanted to ask a thing that if I am a Indian student, especially specifying Indian student, not other international students. So why should I personally choose UWTSD since I am coming from India? So what is something that I would be benefited with?
So if you are an Indian student and you want to go and study at UWTSD, then why you should actually is UWTSD make sure that student never feels he is away from the home. We are trying to inculcate, and we have done that actually, to make an environment which is really open and friendly with the student. We have already built huge number of clubs which feels like we have cultural club where we celebrate a lot of Indian festivals, Holi, Diwali, and the list goes on. This is one thing about making student feel at home, because whenever a new student, giving a example from my personal life, my brother went to USA. So once he was going out of India, we as Indian parents, like my mother and father, thought it will be very difficult. But outside India, universities also know that, and especially UWTSD knows that it will be a very difficult task for an Indian student to come out of India. And because outside in the Western world, especially I'm talking about UK, is a very fast-paced environment. We need to make sure that Indian students coming to UK or UWTSD, to be very precise, if I talk about, feels that he is at home. First thing. Second thing you should choose about, we have a legacy of like 1800, like 200 plus years of legacy in study. Teaching excellence framework, we have been awarded as gold standard. 93% of my student, if I'm not wrong, yes, 93% of the student get placed out of the course within the 6 month of the completion of the course. We have great placement for the student as well. If I talk about student satisfaction, we are ranked number 2 in UK, and we are ranked number 99 in, like, especially UK in academics, number 2 for student satisfaction. So these are the reasons. Yes, we are affordable as well. As I told you, we have already discussed fees of 14,500 pounds. We provide waivers to Indian students. Like, they don't need to give English test if they are from any Indian university, which is NAREC listed university, a list which contain all the Indian universities. So you get the waivers as well. So we are making your life easy. We are making sure once you complete the course, you are also industry ready. That's the reason you should choose for UWTSD.
So, Lalitji, we've heard so much from you that UWTSG is providing for the international student regarding their career and their possibilities and everything. I also wanted to add on and ask, so how does UWTSG support students, for their admissions and up till their graduation?
Okay. So if I talk about, let's say, the initial stage, and we'll talk this question out at each and every stage of the student journey with UWTSD. Whenever a student thinks, or whenever you people counsel a student or any student making a plan to study in UWTSD, from the time of application, we make sure that we are guiding student to a proper course which aligns with his previous studies or his future goals. Can be both the ways: backward integration with the student course, whatever he has studied, and also the future, what he wants to attain in his life. Then we also make sure we tell students, as well as to partners like you, how to attain all the documentation process in one go. Because in UWTSD, we make sure that student just keep on moving to the next stage of the process. Once a student make the application, we don't want to go back and say that this document is missing. Let's say letter of recommendation is missing, or medium of instruction is missing, or if suppose student want to come with an English test, most welcome. So if he's giving it, it should be in one go. Once that is done, in 4 days we automatically release the offer letters to the student at their mail IDs, at their portals and all. So everything is automated. So student doesn't need to worry. Fourth day, whenever he will check his mail or the his student portal, he will receive his offer letter. And then we also prepare the student with the mock sessions before. There is an Indian team who is helping out, or me and my team will be helping out with the mock sessions to make sure whenever the final interviews are there. And we also will be helping you out, people, specifically. We will share you a guideline to how a student should prepare for the interview. Once the interview, we make sure student is comfortable in the for the final interviews. We line up the interview, and then there is a payment, and then the cash process. So this whole journey, if everything is done correctly, we make sure is completed in 2 to 3 weeks, roughly 2 weeks. If something is missing, it can go up to 3 weeks. Student, we also make sure at each and every point our partners like you, which are the extended family of UWTSD, will keep in touch. We keep in touch with you, you keep in touch with the student, so they don't panic at any point of time. Once that is done, visa is filed. Once the student arrived, we have a team which will take the student to the respective campus. We have a like every after like September intake, whenever the class start date is there, there will be a pickup for the student to the respective campuses. Once that is done, there is an orientation week which will guide the student. We'll also take them through the campus. Campus tour will be there. Make them comfortable in the orientation week. What to expect from UWTSD? How UWTSD will be a platform where they can come and change their life forever. So once that is done, we also make sure that, as we have a very small class size in general for every classes, so every student is given a proper attention. If any concern is there, we have a doubt solving sessions with them, and then we make them career ready as well. We have this accommodation, so accommodation is already a part of orientation week, where if some student have chosen the accommodation. Also, we don't restrict a student to live outside campus unless until it is in a close vicinity. So, but if somebody wants to choose accommodation, we have dedicated accommodation for them. And this is a part of all orientation week. Once that is done, class starts, and then a year, I believe master is 1 year in UWTSD, and in general UK also masters is a 1 year. In 1 year, we make sure, from CV writing to LinkedIn making to their speaking skill sets, to making them industry ready by taking to the industrial visits, making sure industry leaders come to a campus, and organizing them education job fairs and all, specifically for UWTSD students, and then making sure student comes out of the campus, doesn't regret that he has studied in UWTSD, gives us a thumbs up, and become a happy alumni of UWTSD. And doing all this seamlessly, that's the reason I feel so students are so happy with us. Continuously we are in top 5, or currently also we are ranked at top 10 in student satisfaction. So this is the journey how we help student at every place. So we have a dedicated placement cell, we have a dedicated health cell, where student need some type of assistant in counselings, like if they feel that they're depressed, because every student can't be of same mental strength when they come out of the home. Then we have various clubs to be named, so I also don't remember every club. We have so many clubs. We have basketball courts, we have lot of sport facility available, so students are indulged actually in the campus. So that's the thing, and this is the way how UWTSD has been helping the students.
Yeah. So listening to you, that really sounds great if somebody wants to join UWTSD, and that would be their greatest decision and they
Yes.
wouldn't be regretting for
No.
whatever they've chosen for. And counting that, since you guys are helping students in every other way, that seems to be like, a life-changing decision and the life-changing part on joining UWTSD. But things are like every parent in India or anywhere around the world. Everybody wants their students to be settled in UK. I understand you guys help them to become a greatest alumni of the UWTSD, but how do you support students get settled in UK?
Okay, so settling in UK, if you see, it doesn't mean only after completion of the course. It means the whenever a student reaches the campus, he should be that much comfortable that he doesn't feel that he is outside India or outside his home. So for me and for UWTSD, settling means as soon as student reaches UK, let's say Heathrow is one of the biggest airport what UK have. Let's say London student is going. We have multiple campuses. Let's not forget there is other campus. Let's talk about we have a London campus, but we have all the campuses and this facility is in every campus. But let's say student is, I'm just elaborating it by an example, student is opting for London. So as soon as he lands on Heathrow Airport, comes out, from there we make sure student is taken care of, which means we make sure that student has a pickup ready to reach at the campus. Not only for London, a student can opt for Birmingham, similarly for Cardiff, similarly for Wales, and similarly for Swansea. A student have a pickup ready. I'll share you the dates and all whenever these things are being done. Uh, Roughly at the end of the September. So class start date is roughly there. So there is a pickup ready for a student that will take student to the campus. We have proper orientation with the student, that we make sure how his life will be with us if a student is going for UG 3 years, PG 1 year. And then how we are going to support him with a job. Not only job, how we'll make him an industry ready student.
Yeah.
And then once the student has completed the course with us, UK government allows a 18 months of PSW, which means after completion of a course, student can work for 18 months. Then it's up to the sponsorship what company is giving. And we make sure the company what recruits at UWTSD has global presence across the globe. Suppose by chance a student is not able to get through after 18 months, then what? Should he come back to India and without a job? No. So we have Tata Steel UK, which is one of our recruiters. So Tata is an Indian brand. So suppose by chance student is not able to make after 18 months, he is not able to get this sponsorship by UK government, or the sponsorship from the company doesn't get successful, his sponsorship is not successful, he can come back to India at a similar position, or if he does a great work in 18 months with a promotion or something, whatever is, the company also tries to attain those global talents or global students with them. So come back to India, settle down here as well. We have Amazon, one of the recruiters with us. We have, I believe so, Disney, we have recruiters with us. There are a lot of international companies who have global presence across the globe recruiting for with the Indian with UWTSD. So after completion of the course, student also feel that when he get placed in these types of companies, his future is secure. That's the thing. UWTSD doesn't only think of just settling him outside after completion of the course. UWTSD thinks of settling the student from the day he reaches UK and till the time he complete his course and become an industry person and then leads the industry.
By all those opportunities that you mentioned, so that shows that UWTSD is really being supportive for the well-being of the student. And but students are really stopping at a point that if we've joined UWTSD, we've spent 2 years of course there and all. Does a student also get a support, and do you also prepare a student for the global job market?
Yes, so UWTSD itself is known for its global presence. So, if I talk about the programs, what we have, our programs are not just uh, like it's we are preparing the student. We are student, as we have talked already. Our programs are built in such a way that it is integrated with the industry. Now, if suppose a student like me, let's say if I want to go and study in UWTSD, or you want to go, or any XYZ student want to go, we make sure, that's why I said we do both backward integration and future integration with a student, what he have studied and what he want to do in future. That's why we have counseling sessions aligned for the student. We understand the need of the student, what he want to attain in his future, and how strongly this course can help him out.
Okay.
Once that is done, if student has that skill set, because we do skill building, we do integrated industrial, we have talked about all those things. If all those things is integrated with the course, and we make sure that student have the right knowledge about the global market, right understanding about how a Western world and an Asian society like India, to be very precise, I'm talking about, or Southeast Asia works, then automatically students become ready for the global challenges across the globe. And also, as I mentioned previously about our placements, that 93% of the student plays in global companies like Tata's, like Amazon, we have, I believe, Volvo as well. So a lot of companies come on campus, and we do education, we do, sorry, not education, we do job fairs for our student. So once student are placed in these types of companies who have presence across the globe, so it automatically aligns their career with the global market, what and their demands.
Yeah. So that really sounds like you guys have a strongest industrial partners and supporting
Yes.
students. And how do you guys take an initiative of helping students with the scholarships and discounts in the tuition fees, or any other initiatives that you wanted to take wherein you'll be, you'll be attracting Indian students and as such?
So if I talk about, say, Kila, we have already talked about how we are strategically aligned towards Indian market. Coming to the scholarship, whenever an Indian student apply to us, we automatically provide a bursary to the Indian student of £3,000. His fees automatically comes down to £14,500. So from 16,000, 17,000 pound roughly to 14,000 pound, it's a huge bursary that we have taken, because we also know that Indian students need that financial support. So that's the reason at the time of application, at the offer letter, you already will see a bursary attached to it. So Indian student doesn't need to worry about that he should apply separately for the scholarship or whatever percentage he has. Once a Indian student is qualified and get an offer letter, that means he's automatically getting a bursary. So that much strategically we have thought of, and we make sure that it continues for a longer period of time as we are strategically aligned to Indian market. But yes, at least for this year, this bursary is there. Once, whenever the next year comes, we are into the next year recruiting, and then we'll decide on what bursary we are giving. But what I know personally and what I feel personally, this bursary is going to continue for a longer period of time. So this is a financial aid that will definitely going to help Indian student.
Yeah. So that is really great talking to you regarding the students' strength and regarding the support that you guys give to the students and all. So I just wanted to ask you if at all you can give a final word to the Indian students who are watching today, and you just wanted to add on something that they want to prepare on and they want to, get ready with. So you just can give a little tweak on it.
So first of all, I'd like to thank Indian student for trusting UWTSD. I'd like to thank all the strategic partners like you who have taken this initiative and are aligned with the vision of UWTSD. Now coming to the the word what I want to say, you will never regret choosing UWTSD. UWTSD as a university, as we have talked in our previous discussions, that from the time you make an application till the time you move out of the university, UWTSD, also after moving out, UWTSD make sure you feel like it's your second home outside India. It will make you career ready. It will give you skill set that is necessary for the changing global environment. That's why we are introducing AI, cyber security. We have a lot of courses like that, which are directly aligned with the industry, changing in industry, what we have seen. So come join us and make sure you shine bright in your future by choosing UWTSD, and all the best for your future.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Exxeella, for again
Thank you
giving
so
your
much,
valuable
sir.
time. Thank you, everyone whosoever is watching this, and all the best for your future.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.